This is my assistant Juliana, and we're gonna teach you how to make oatmeal, and this is for dummies. I'm not saying that anybody's dumb or anything like that. Just trying to tell you what it's like to make oatmeal. So first of all, I'm gonna get a pan. It can be any type of bowl shape pan, you know. Well, I don't really think this is a pan. This is more of a pot. So you just want to get a medium-sized pot, you know, looking good in the inside, not too rusty. And we're just going to put this on top of the fire burner, aka a stove. And we're going to crank the heat up all the way to high, and we're going to pour some lovely fresh water in there. And that's good. Thanks, Juliana. Okay, so we're going to let that sit to boil, and it's going to take a few seconds, so don't get impatient, you know, maybe turn on the TV and listen to the radio. Well, we're going to go on commercial right now, and we'll tune in later. Do you need to satisfy your sweet tooth but don't know what to get, but you absolutely love chocolate? Well, how about Ghirardelli brownie squares with triplet chocolate? Triplet chocolate equals more fun. More fun equals more sweets. More sweets, delightful. I love chocolate and I need chocolate. Chocolate lovers love chocolate. I love chocolate so much. Chocolate. And chocolate makes me so happy. I just love chocolate. 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 Chocolate makes me go crazy. Chocolate. Chocolate. Chocolate, 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 chocolate. Hey, once again, it's Sienna, and we're making oatmeal. We just got back from our brief commercial, and so now that the water's boiling, we want to add your box of oatmeal. It can be any kind. I preferably chose Irish oatmeal because one, it's healthy, and it's close to steel-cut oats, which is even better for you. So what we're gonna do is, thank you, Juliana, for helping me prep that. We're going to pour in some oatmeal, and I'm doing some for 2 people. This can make up to about 4 bowls, you know. So I'm pouring that in. And what we're going to do is we're going to lower the heat. So as you can see, the heat's lowering. See how that's high? We're going to turn it low. And if you don't know how to lower your heat, there's a little knob on the stove that says low to high. And there's one that should say medium. So anything between that is medium. Thank you. So, now that our oats are on low, it should look a little bit like this. You see how the oats are like a little drip? See how the oats are not steaming, but then again, they're not fully cooked, but they look a little soggy. Well, that's the look that we want. It's perfect. So now that this is bubbling up, we want to get our milk. If you can get the milk out the fridge, please. Thank you. Just going to gently stir. You want to stir about 1 mile per hour, no more than that, because if you stir over, your oatmeal just won't turn. So now, thank you, we're going to add just a little dab of milk, not that much. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. So we're going to let that simmer, reduce, and not recycle, but we're going to let that slowly cook into itself and marinate. It doesn't make its own flavor because it's oats, but it does make its own serum. But we're going to add some ground cinnamon. It's fine, I got it. I'm gonna, not that much, but just a little sprinkle, a little dab goes a long way. Cinnamon, thank you. And if you can get the brown sugar, please. You see, the brown sugar is optional. Okay, you can do 3. You can do 3, 4 scoops. It depends on your sugar levels. It depends on how much sweet you like. Okay, brown sugar, thank you. And you can use regular sugar. You can use honey, any organic sweetener. If you can put in another scoop, please, maybe 2, 2.5. And you just add as much brown sugar as you want. Now, with this one, we're going to do a little twist. After you know, marinate the brown sugar and then slowly turning right now, you make sure that you work the brown sugar into every corner of the oats. Every inch of that pie, you make sure that it gets kissed by some brown sugar. But for this one, we're going to add some flavor. We're going to add some little pizzazz pop to our oatmeal today. As you can see, if you can take it, is we're going to add blueberries frozen so that way that they're still fresh, but they're simmering down. And this is what the oatmeal looks like. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so the oatmeal is a little brown, and as you can see, it's reduced with the color, and the brown sugar is melting in, so I made this caramel sauce. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add some blueberries, because one, it adds a nice flavor and such a nice texture. Okay, so that's how we're going to do. Normally they're frozen in little blocks and stuff like that. It's okay. Just let the block drip in there because it will simmer down and reduce and make its own sauce, and they'll separate individually. So, just gonna let that. It's gonna take nothing but, it doesn't take nothing but like 30 to 45 seconds, the longest maybe a minute, to melt down. So we're gonna stir that in gently as the blueberries melt in and the sauce. Now, oatmeal normally doesn't take but about 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes, the longest to cook. So we're just waiting for the blueberries to die down. And while we're waiting for that, we can get our plate set out.
Set the commercial.
And we'll be back for a short break after that. And then we'll check on the blueberries and see how that's going. Do you hate taking vitamins because they taste disgusting and dull? Well, how about little critters? They knock out sodium and other vitamins out the way. These little critters support bone density and are enriched with vitamin D. Buy a box of little critters made with calcium and also a great taste.
Okay.
Hey you guys, once again I'm Sienna Wilkerson, and I'm also getting back. This is my assistant Juliana. We're returning back to the oatmeal. As you see, the oatmeal has made a lot of progress since you've been gone. The blueberries actually separated, sorry, but they are celebrating in our mouth at least. So they have separated, and we're just gonna let them reduce and simmer once again, not recycle, for a few seconds, and after they're done, they'll be ready to plate. So we're just gonna let it soak and simmer. And okay, and check to see if the blueberries are tender. And looks like the oatmeal is ready. Your oatmeal should look a little bit like this when it's done. The blueberries should be separated and everything nice. Now that we have our bowls out, we're ready to plate. And thank you for tuning in to watch Oatmeal for Dummies. And I hope you have an enjoyable bowl of oatmeal by the time you finish watching the show. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, for those of you who don't know how to put oatmeal in a bowl properly without it spilling, here's a little technique. What you want to do is lift up the pan while you're taking out the oatmeal and just hit it on the corner, and it should fall in perfectly. See? There we go. Nice little serving sizes. And as you see, this is not even a full bowl yet. These can make up to 2 bowls depending on how much water and oatmeal you put in there. Okay? Make sure you get a lot of blueberries because that's a lot of texture and flavor. Blueberries are a lot of texture. Makes it taste really good. Okay, so now that we have our 2 bowls of oatmeal, we are all set. Okay. Hope you like this show, and tune in next time to make a bowl of oatmeal. And if you need some pouring lessons, good night.